going to stand foursquare against that and try to roll it back, or you can elect somebody who either is afraid to address the issue or flat out supports what was just done. And that's what you get in the field of candidates running for governor. I will make it very clear where I stand. Obamacare needs to be consigned to the dustbin of history where it belongs. That's what I'm saying. And we can roll that back. And what it takes is getting the right people in office, and picking a governor who wants to do something about that is a fine place to start. Let's talk about broken borders. That is a subject close to my heart. I got elected and made my name largely fighting with Sheriff Arpaio against illegal immigration. And it breaks my heart to see what is happening since I left office and what is happening to the state of Arizona and the nation. Let's play a word association game. What do these words mean to you? Gang of 8. Amnesty. How about more secure than ever? That's how Jan Napolitano described the border. Is there anybody in this room who believes that? I wonder if there's a single person in Casa Grande who believes that, quite honestly. Because the closer you get to the border, the more the impact you see. So what do we do about that? Well, I will tell you that it is very troubling for me to have left office and to see us backing away from dealing with our border situation. The reality is illegal immigration is up nationwide. It tripled right after, in the beginning of the year, the promise of amnesty went out. People started coming across the border thinking that they could take advantage of this. And to break it down into its components here in the state of Arizona, we have immigration laws that you all voted for. You voted to get representatives in office who voted for it. Thayer was one when he was in the Senate. You voted to get people in office who would do something about these issues. The people of Maricopa County elected me twice and the sheriff there twice to deal with the illegal immigration issue. And we have all these immigration laws on the books and they're not being enforced. The last domino to fall was when a federal judge in Phoenix accused the sheriff of racial profiling, so he suspended his immigration enforcement efforts. Let me boil this down and make it very straightforward and let you know what is at stake here and why this has to be a decisive election to turn things around. Do you know when the last time an Arizona prosecutor filed an employer sanctions case to fight illegal immigration? Do you know when that was? It was 4 years ago. Do you know who filed it? I did. There hasn't been one filed since I left office. There isn't one in the works to my knowledge. And you need to understand why. Our public officials pay a tremendous price when they try to do something about this issue. They're called racist, they're picketed, they're sued. I was subject to recall campaigns. They went after my law license. The sheriff had a recall campaign that he just had to fight off. That was the second or third one that he's had to deal with. Nobody wants to do anything about this issue because the price is too high and our law enforcement officials aren't even being protected. It's a mob rule mentality that we have. So what are we going to do about that? Are we just going to let Arizona's sovereignty continue to be eroded, our citizenship just bartered away? I say no. I say we seal the border. Arizona can do something about that. We need to have leaders who will speak out against the amnesty schemes in Washington and not just change the subject or talk about the past. The past is great. I'm proud of the things I did in the past, but we've got a crisis right now. And that needs to be stopped. That business needs to be stopped through strong leadership and articulate words to shoot it down. And finally, we need to protect our law enforcement leaders so they will enforce our immigration laws here in Arizona. They're afraid to. That's not rhetoric. Look at the facts. There isn't a single county attorney who is enforcing the law. And that is because of what has happened to me. That's because of what's happened to the sheriff in Maricopa County. And I'm not singling anybody out. We have 15 counties in Arizona, and it's not being done anywhere. And that is because the price that is paid is too high. We need to stand up for law enforcement because they stand up for us. Broken gavels. I'm going to make that a tough